I think this one, Jay, is a really good topic to talk about because I don't think many people have thought about this one particularly. So let me make sure I set this one up. Kid Austin absolutely destroyed Tevin Farmer, the guy that took William Zepeda life and death. Now we know not only has
Twice.
Shakur Stevenson exactly, not only has Shakur Stevenson tried to hype up William Zepeda, many people in boxing circles as well as the Glazers, many of the Glazers that are currently in our comment section and in the chat, have tried to build up William Zepeda so that when Shakur Stevenson beats the brakes off of him, which we all know is coming, that he can then shine and they say, look at what he did to William Zepeda. Now,
Yep.
personally, I'm going to give Shakur Stevenson credit for whatever he does against William Zepeda. I have no issue necessarily with Shakur Stevenson or giving him credit. However, with Tevin Farmer absolutely taking his foot, or Tevin Farmer absolutely taking the foot of Floyd Schofield, because Floyd Schofield literally dog walked his ass. I think that's a Floridian term. I heard some people say that after, but that's really a Floridian term. Dog walked him or walked the dog on him. I don't see how you can still try to big up the performance of Shakur Stevenson that's coming when we know that Zepeda just went life and death with a guy that just got literally obliterated in one round by a guy that we were just claiming was afraid of Shakur Stevenson and pulled out of the fight. I don't see how that is even possible. How can you make that statement? How can you come to that conclusion? The only natural conclusion that you can come to, and don't get me wrong, styles make fights. I totally get it. I totally understand it. But the fact remains is that Farmer got destroyed. And there's no way you can argue that this is going to be an impressive performance by Shakur Stevenson. We all know he's going to win. The performance, his win on July 12th has already been diminished because of what happened to Tevin Farmer last night. And so I know people are going to be in the comment section saying, Greg, you hating. You're a hater. You've come up with the perfect recipe for hating, right? That's what people tell me. And I'm going to tell you why they say that. I'm going to tell you why they say I come up with the perfect recipe for hating. Because all of my quote unquote hating is all backed by logic. So it's really hard to call it hate when it's backed by logic, right? So at the end of the day, I like Tevin Farmer. I think he's a good fighter, but he got obliterated. And now the win over Zepeda will not be impressive to me. And on July 12th, Shakur Stevenson better not struggle with Zepeda at all, because I'm going to push for a Shakur Stevenson versus Floyd Schofield fight. Now, we saw Shakur Stevenson all on Twitter and X talking about, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tev? You should have known the young, strong kid is going to come out there. Like he that much. How old is Shakur? 27?
Like 27, 28. He ain't
Dude,
that much older than school.
you ain't that much older than him. What are you talking? You talking like he a jitterbug or something. That's a Florida term as well. So, Jay, what are your thoughts on this? Do you feel that Shakur Stevenson can now still get the credit for, even if he blasts Zepeda out, you believe he can still get the credit for this fight, considering the performance of Tevin Farmer yesterday against Floyd Schofield?
I had already diminished his credit for this fight after the first fight with Tevin Farmer with Zepeda, because I felt Tevin actually won that first fight. So I mean, I was like, well, Shakur should win this. You know, it's not like Zepeda's up there like that, especially when Tevin dropped him. You know, Tevin is a slick fighter, but he's not a power puncher. He's not a punch. He has eight knockouts in like 37 fights or something like that. So 39 fights. So I mean, he's not a hard touch puncher like that. But he drops Zepeda. He hurt Zepeda several times. Even the second fight, he hurt Zepeda. So I mean, I'm gonna give Shakur credit because he is ranked he was ranked number one in all the sanctioned bodies for the longest. You know, he's finally getting a shot at a title against Shakur. So I give Shakur credit, but I'm just being real. I was like, all right, I see Shakur win this fight. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how Shakur deals with this type of pressure and volume, which is different than Valdez, which is just pressure without the volume. You know, he's just coming forward. So Peter's is coming forward and throwing punches. So it's going to be, and so Peter's a southpaw as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But I don't like the fact that he's making it seem like, oh, everyone's doubting me. Dude, you're a favorite. What the hell you mean everyone doubting you? You're the favorite. No one's doubting you, dog. Everyone saw how Zepeda looked against Tevin Farmer for 22 rounds. We're like, oh man, this is tailor-made for someone that's slick like Shakur. Shakur just gonna bob and catch him. He's gonna do that all day. Because he's available to be hit. Only thing, can he take the volume punches of Zepeda? That's the only question that's out there. And by all accounts, I think he will. But let's not try to make Zepeda like he's this monster. He's not a monster like that. We saw him for 22 rounds against Tevin Farmer, y'all. And Tevin arguably took the first one. The second one, I can't give Tevin that because he was taking a beat in the first like 5-6 rounds. He came back, he rallied, but he was taking too many punches that second fight for me to give him that fight. But the first fight, I could have said he either won that fight or a draw on that. So he'll get credit, but Zepeda's not a monster. Zepeda will be a decent fighter. He'll be the best fighter on Shakur's resume. I'll put it to you like that.
I'm not giving him any credit for the win. Not after what I saw yesterday. I can't see a guy that takes another guy life and death and he get absolutely destroyed. And now you're going to go in there and you're going to beat that guy and tell me that means something? I mean, I think Floyd Schofield would destroy William Zepeda at this point. Tell me I'm wrong. William Zepeda coming in there with no defense and he catch him?
But you ain't right at the same time.
No, I'm right.
Because the thing is, depends what type of Schofield comes out. If Schofield come out there lunging, he's gonna take some of them 1,000 punches that Zepeda's gonna catch him with. And we see
he ain't got no power.
Get on his ass a while back.
Yeah, but man, Zepeda ain't got no power like that, man. Man, look.
Hey, I think I didn't have that much power that dropped him neither, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he get up?
Yeah, he got up.
Okay.
Zepeda got up too.
Yeah, but what did he? Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna let this 1 minute and 30-second win versus Tevin Farmer make me think that score is just all the way up here. And Zepeda ain't been doing like Zepeda don't have any type of talent or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm on the hype train.
Do it.
I'm on the hype train. I'm hyping him up. Man, go out there. I want to see Floyd Schofield versus Shakur Stevenson. I'm on the hype train. Let's see the fight happen. And I'm not saying that Shakur would duck him. Shakur ain't gonna duck him. Because I still think Shakur wins the fight. But now, man, I see why they put that stuff in his water. I see why. They were like, man, we got to slow him down. We got to slow him down. I get it. But I still want to see that fight. I don't want to hear nothing about no tank. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he's in line for. I want to see him versus Shakur first. Because I want to see how Shakur deals with the power and the pressure. And then the winner of that fight, hey man, they fight the winner of Roach and Gervonta Davis. Boom. We got something major going on. That's how I see it, Jay. Period.
Yeah,